These are the people being left behind. Those who are living in a slum, maybe those who are living far off in the countryside. They're being left behind because they're hard to reach. And they're hard to reach because they are, for all intents and purposes, invisible. We know what we need to do, but we don't know how to get it to people who need the most. If we're serious about eliminating poverty in all its forms everywhere, then we have to figure out how we can reach those who are hardest to reach.
The REACH Alliance is a global research network that brings together academics and students from around the world to investigate innovative strategies by which we're reaching the hard to reach and ensuring that we're meeting the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030.
This is something that I couldn't do alone as an academic, and this is when we started bringing students into the REACH project, and indeed now students are the real engine of the REACH project.
I've had students study malaria eradication during the Sri Lankan Civil War. I've had students study how polio was eliminated in the most remote regions of India.
We were just at the Our Identity Legal Workshop in Johannesburg. We had some incredible insights on birth registration.
You learn a lot about how the most vulnerable struggle when you're in the classroom, but it's a totally different thing to have to be sitting in a shop or at a clinic or in the middle of the mountains in a small village having a conversation with the hardest to reach.
These complex problems require multidisciplinary solutions, and so when you get a medical student, an engineer, and a humanities student working together, they're all seeing different parts of the problem.
For me, experiential learning is actually a really great way to challenge assumptions within sort of the safety of an academic environment, but also with the flexibility to be able to take some risks.
Being a part of REACH has really allowed me to build a network, and it does the same for many of the students that participate in the initiative.
Welcome to the 2019 REACH Symposium. The ambitious agenda for today will catalyze and anchor some really exciting discussion and debate.
The Symposium is in many ways one of the highlights of the year for the REACH project. It brings together really amazing people from across different sectors. It's a deep partnership between a major player in the private sector and a major player in the academic sector. This is an opportunity for them to actually be interacting.
How can you deliver electricity to a group of people that are constantly on the move?
And that's a political economy issue, that's a politics issue, that's a power issue.
REACH is sort of a microcosm of exactly what we need to do in terms of breaking down barriers across sectors and disciplines.
We would love to see it emulated in other parts of the world. We think it should be an export from the University of Toronto to other great universities.
REACH really brings stories from the front line to decision makers and thought leaders and allows people at the last mile to have a voice and improve on the status quo, challenge business as usual, and have a greater impact.
It's not good enough to get to 90% of the population. It's not good enough to get to 95%. It's about getting to everyone. It's a very high bar, but if we are being true to our commitments, then we have to accomplish REACH.